Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to our live write-in. We have not done one of these since last August.
9 months. A full baby could have been here.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It has.
But we've been writing. We've been cooking up some things behind the scenes.
Cooking it up.
Cooking it up. It's the only kind of cooking I've been doing.
Me
Um,
too.
and we are very excited to be chatting with you guys today, doing some writing sprints. It's going to be a fun time, I think.
It will always be a good time because we're together.
Yeah, me and you equals good time. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, so I'm very excited to do some writing sprints today. I need to get some writing in. I have not written in a number of days,
Me
and
too.
I'm behind. Peyton and I did the calculations earlier, and I'm like over 4,000 words behind my goal for the month. So, gonna need to catch up there a little bit.
It was stressful.
Very stressful. It's not happening today. There's no way I'm writing nearly 5,000 words today. It ain't gonna happen. I've got too much to do. So, we're gonna try to make a dent in it at least.
What is your goal for this session?
Ooh, that's a good
Or is
question.
that too scary to throw out
Well,
there?
it kind of depends how long we end up being live for. I think we were thinking a
Mm-hmm.
couple of hours. Depends on how much we chat, though, in between the sprints,
Yeah,
because we do like to yap,
I
which is
know.
good for some things, bad for others.
Mm-hmm.
hmm So, yeah, we're gonna have to see, but I think my goal for the day, I would like to be over 1,000 words. Make a
That's what I
good
was
little dent.
thinking.
Yeah.
I was hoping maybe 1,500 if I'm crazy.
Okay, okay.
I've been realizing just timing myself. I a couple times I'm able to do like 1,000 words in 40 minutes, and I feel like that's pretty good. But I've been doing more and more sprints, and I think I'm getting faster.
Mm,
So, but obviously, you have to be in the zone.
yeah.
Sometimes certain scenes are not really hitting like that.
hmm
But I've been getting to some juicier shit. So
Okay. I'm
I'm
glad.
like in the middle of some bigger reveals in my book. So it's getting more exciting. I feel like that's easier to write. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like this would be a good opportunity for you to tell the viewers, tell the people what you're
Oh,
currently
yeah.
working on.
Yeah. So 9 months ago, in that other live stream, I was outlining this book. And if anyone knows me, outlining is not a thing that I do very well. It hurts me so bad. And I really decided that this was going to be the book that I really try to like sit down and really figure out the beats, the story beats. And I did do that. Okay. I did do that. Brittany knows. We had some brainstorm sessions. She helped me figure stuff out.
I
And then
did.
I finally got comfortable to actually sit down and draft. So I did start last year. I think I started in like October. So this is a journey.
Ooh, that's a good time to start your book, though.
I know, because my book, if you don't know, is a ghost paranormal, like haunting story. So my main character has been haunted by this ghost lady for the last like 6 years. It's been a while. So, spooky times, perfect for October. But yeah, I started in October. Then I attempted to do a November writing challenge. Did not do that. So
But you
I
tried.
did. I know. I did get a chunk. I cannot remember exactly how much it was. I think I have a spreadsheet, but I did get a chunk that I wouldn't have gotten. But every year I would go to Y'all Fest, and that's when it always went downhill because it's like a
Yeah.
2-day book festival. And it's funny because the authors, a lot of the times, are doing a November writing challenge too. So they'd mention it that they're behind, and it's like, it just throws it all off. So that's when it always goes bad. So It is going to be a very spooky book. I'm calling it a new adult because the characters are kind of my age. I'm about to turn 24. So they're graduated from a college and they're not so much in the old, like, middle-aged life of like many adult novels. So it's kind of like I've always written YA, but I feel like I kind of grew up with these characters and they did is multiple timelines. So there is timelines of them as children in their teenage years dealing with this demon, but the main thing of the story is dealing with the now and how she thought maybe things were over and it's not. So she has to go back to the town and investigate some current murders, which who doesn't enjoy that? So
Everyone.
yeah, and the most exciting part is probably the friends to lovers story. Her childhood neighbor, they never really were anything more than friends, but he's always had a crush on her. And then as she comes back, they reconnect and they're investigating these murders together and really trying to put an end to this demon woman. It's over. We got to end her. So that's what I'm working on. I'm almost at 30,000 words. I'm at 27,000. So this week I'm hoping to reach 30,000. This writing session will get me really close, I think. So super excited. And that's pretty much it.
I'm so excited. Like, you have no idea. The more and more you talk about this book, the more and more I itch to read it. So
Thank you. I'm really trying to get it together. Like, I want to finish this first draft in July. That's the big goal. We'll see. We will see, because I do have a full-time job. So it's been tricky to balance this, but I'm really working hard to balance it because I do not want to be working for the rest of my life. This is my creative dream. I want my creative dreams to become a thing. And you got to put the hard work in. So here I am.
You do. And you're doing the thing. I'm very proud of you, as I keep telling you. So
Thank
very
you.
exciting. I'm currently working on a YA romance, as I do. And I've made a couple of writing vlogs on it. I am behind on uploading my writing vlogs. I have 2 writing vlogs that still need to go up to kind of catch us up to what's currently happening. So I literally, while I was waiting for this live stream, I was editing the first outlining vlog. So you guys are a little bit behind in knowing what I'm up to, but this will be your little sneak peek, I guess. So yeah, I started drafting this book. It's a Valentine's Day fake dating story, also like friends to lovers and neighbors, which is a funny little parallel between our books.
Yes.
Kind of fun, kind of cute of us, kind of like on our bestie shit.
I know, we didn't even mean to.
No, I didn't even like realize till you said something. Yeah, so it's very fun. I'm very excited, but I started drafting that at the beginning of May, which has been a process. I have not drafted in years, so I've been very rusty, to say the least. It's been very jarring going from revising a book that was on its like 4th revision or something, going back to first draft garbage. So
It's hard, I'm sure.
It's been a process that has been very difficult. And already drafting is my least favorite part of the process. So it's been an adjustment getting back into the swing of things. This is why I try to draft a new book every single year so I don't go long stretches of time without, being in the hell of drafting. So that I never can like get used to not doing it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it's been a process, but what am I at? I'm at like 16,000, 16,413 words, but I'm supposed to be at almost 21,000. So
You're still doing great. You've powered through those words, because put it for reference to me. Yes, I'm almost at like 28,000, but I started this shit in October. Come on, Peyton.
I
Most of
draft
it
fast.
you do, and honestly, I haven't like this whole time actively been working on it. Like I've had huge gaps where I just was
Yeah.
not.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like March is when I got like serious again. So I'm trying. And how long are your drafts usually with the first draft? I know they're
They're
shorter.
shorties. They're little babies. I've gone as short, I think, as maybe 39,000 words. I
Oh
ain't gonna
wow.
lie. I think.
Dang, so I'm like close to that right now.
Yeah, like I could be wrong, but that sounds about right. And like that's why doing some November writing events have been a little bit difficult to get to that 50,000 words. Like I've had to go back through and essentially like do
Beef
revisions
it
without
up.
doing revisions because I'm adding a bunch of crap in. So like I'll like have to go through the book multiple times to like beef it up to that 50K. So it's only been like a couple of books that I think I've written outside of an NaNoWriMo November event where it's gotten to like 40 something. Um, so yeah, they tend to be short. I'm aiming for this book to be 50K. That's kind of how I'm doing it. I want to finish drafting it by the end of June, so I've done 25,000 words a month, but there's every possibility that it will be less than that. I'm not really anticipating it being much more than that
Yeah.
because of, the nature of me underwriting, and then also sometimes I skip scenes while I'm drafting, so then there's just a bunch of placeholders that, will eventually beef up the book, but just not for the first draft. Um, so yeah, we're gonna see where this one lands. So far, I think it's going okay. I could be lying, I don't know. But I feel like I'm potentially underwriting it a little bit less. I feel like that's a lie, actually. I don't actually know. I could just be lying to you all. There's some scenes where I add more descriptions than others, so it's really a balance of like, some is more overwritten than others, or written, just written. Have you seen 10 Things I Hate About You?
No.
Okay, well, there's this one scene where a character is like, I know that you can be overwhelmed, and I know you can be underwhelmed, but can you just be whelmed?
Whelmed. I have heard that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of feeling. Like, I can overwrite, I can underwrite, but can I just write? Like, the scene
Yeah.
just written exactly
No,
how
that
it
makes
should be.
sense. I'm very confused on where mine's gonna land. Like the guess I've thrown out there is 70,000, which I feel like might be accurate. My fantasy novel was 100,000, and then I wrote another draft of that fantasy novel, but it was only half of the book. Like I didn't finish it. That was like 50,000. But that was
Mhm.
fantasy. And
Yeah.
that was like way more intense. I had multiple point of views and all types of shit going on. This is a little complicated because there's like multimedia elements, but those are usually short. So honestly, I feel like it's on the right track to be 70,000 just because I overwrite a little bit much. But I'm trying to take it back. I'm trying to do less of just everything because the thing that I discovered about myself was I am going to have to delete a lot of things
Mhm.
every time I write because even when I have things outlined, I just sprinkle off like a new branch comes along and something else crazy happens. And I might go back to the thing that I thought of, but there's something else I never anticipated that has to happen first. So I know. So it ends up being longer, but I'm trying to do less about like descriptions, like everything, all the atmospheric things. I feel like that could probably, some of it could come later. But if I have it like right in that moment, like
Yep.
obviously get it out. But sometimes in the past, I just get really stuck just trying to get it perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just write the dialogue, man. Just write the dialogue and get like a little bit in there.
Yeah, get like,
And
the script in and then
yeah,
add the other shit later.
yeah, so I feel like I'm doing better about it this time, so I might surprise myself and actually have something shorter than I think it will be. So we'll only know for both of us
Yeah.
soon, in a couple
Mhm.
months.
I think my
So
shortest book is my adult romance, which is funny because it is dual POV. And I think that's like
Interesting.
the 40 something thousand word one. I
Oh
was really
wow.
struggling. There's a lot of placeholder scenes that just weren't written. Um, that book was hard. Should not have written it when I did. But
Oh
it's
dang.
okay because I'm gonna return
You
to it
can
this
go
year.
back.
I'm gonna
Yeah, you
go
can
into
go
it.
back and make it beautiful.
I'm excited actually. I've been thinking about the book a lot, and I want
It
to write
sounds
it.
good.
My adult romance.
Hmm.
Good vibes, that one. Okay. Well, now that we've introduced our books, what we're working on, I feel like it is time for a sprint.
I'm scared. I've been written in days.
Me either. I don't even know what scene I'm supposed to be writing, but I'm pretty sure it's one I didn't want to write, which is why I stopped writing the other day. So here we
Oh
are.
no.
I actually printed
Mine.
out my outline. I've got my outline
Oh,
here.
good. Mine is just, I don't know. I'm in the middle of a scene and
Mm.
it just keeps going on and on. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what is this scene?
Do you know what I hate about drafting? One of the things that I hate about drafting, I draft in Word, right? So everything's just in one document. Is when you finish a chapter, right? I always forget what chapter I'm on, so I always have to scroll back up to figure out what chapter
Mhm.
I'm on so that I can like start the next one, and it pisses me off. I feel like it's such a waste
That
of
does
time.
sound annoying.
I should just like write it down or something, but I don't, and I probably won't. But I'm just like, it's just one of those like annoying little things. Oh my god, hello people. I'm so sorry, behind on
Hi.
comments. Hello, hello. So excited to
Hi.
do some sprints. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. Okay,
Yes.
I feel like we
How
got
long do we
to.
want to do it? That's
My
what we haven't discussed.
yes, my favorite way to start is usually a solid little 15-minute one. Does that sound
Yeah.
good to you? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I feel
haven't.
like the first one is like trying to get back into it because we both haven't done it in a couple days.
Yeah.
But then after that, I don't know, I kind of like a 25-minute or a 30-minute
Hmm. Okay.
if we're in it. If we're
That's
struggling, maybe not.
that's fair. That sounds good. Okay, pulling up a timer. Okay. Beautiful. Got just a boring Google one today.
You know, it
Maybe
works.
maybe I'll pull up a cute YouTube one next time, but for now, we've got this one. So are we wait, am I sharing the screen? Can you see it? Yes, okay, good. Are we ready?
I guess so. I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah, me too. Okay, and start.
That scared me so bad. Oh my god. It works. Are you muted?
I realized I was muted. If you were watching, I actually jumped. Like
I
was
did
like,
too. I was like in the scene and then it's scary.
my heart is pounding. That was terrifying.
Okay,
Oh my
I had to
God.
finish my sentence.
I was writing a note in my outline and I just, oh my god.
So how did that go? How did it go for anyone joining us?
Yes.
I got some words. I don't know if they're good, but I got some words.
Mine were not, but let me see how many.
It's the first sprint. We're warming up.
We are. How many words did they get?
I got 419.
Ooh, I got 408.
Look at us. We just about did the same.
Look at us. Ooh.
Oh, Lynn revised and wrapped up a chapter.
Nice.
Yay.
God. I wish I was revising right now. I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Like, literally what I just wrote, I'm not thrilled.
Yeah, me neither.
But I don't know. I need to wrap up my convo that I'm having right here. These characters, they just keep on yapping like, shut up. Let's move along. Where's the next murder?
No, oh my god, can we trade?
Yeah.
I hate drafting. Oh my god, revising is my favorite thing.
Sarah says, filling in gaps on my love interest character profile that I abandoned when I started my grad program. I feel you on that. I abandoned my stuff and then I come back months later and it's definitely a whirlwind looking at what you wrote.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy.
I know we used to like show each other snippets. I don't know if I wrote anything good.
Oh, I simply cannot. There was nothing good in what I just wrote.
What was your scene like? What was the vibe? What's the situation?
Okay, so basically the whole like premise of the book, right? It takes place over a Valentine's Day Spirit Week kind of vibe. And so each day there's like a different theme that they have to kind of, dress up for. And the first day was to dress in a specific color depending on your relationship status. So they were supposed to wear red if they were taken, and they just started the fake dating scheme. So the love interest kind of forgets. He's also not very reliable. He's kind of a fly by the seat of his pants kind of person. So even though he promised my main character that he wouldn't forget, he forgot. So she's kind of not trusting. She's not trusting of him. So the scene that I just wrote was I'm in the middle of, is she called him to be like, okay, what are we doing for tomorrow? Because the theme is to dress as an iconic celebrity couple, which I may change in the future. I don't really know. I'm not married to the spirit days, but yeah. So she's like, what are we gonna do? And it's gonna end up, him being like, I need you to trust me. Like, I'm gonna figure it out. But she doesn't trust him, so she comes with a backup option. So,
what's the couple? I'm so curious.
Haven't decided.
Oh dang!
This will be one
That's
of
a
those.
tough one.
It'll either be a spur of the moment decision as I'm drafting, like it'll just come to me, or it will be insert celebrity couple here.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a good one.
Yeah, I
don't know. Who's cute out there anymore, Right? Everybody's falling apart.
Who are the youngins obsessed with?
That's true.
Yeah.
Nobody's clicking. For me, my scene is my two characters, Ruth and Julian. They're on an investigation. Okay, so they keep going to different places, asking people questions. So this guy, Howard, that they're talking to, he's this little old man who's really well known for his paranormal investigations. He's one of those people that would kind of profit off of people's stories and like make lies and stuff and write about
Whoa.
it for profits. Yeah. So he's kind of like a last resort. But he might have some information that could really help them with what's going on right now. And he's an important character, so I don't want to say anything, but I'm enjoying this, but I just feel like I'll be honest, someone's supposed to die. Like right after the scene. So I'm just trying to get to that.
The drama, the tea.
Yeah, I have multiple. That's the thing about this book is there are several deaths and they all kind of connect in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And they connect with history as well. So there's been some historical deaths from many years ago, and I'm trying to have all these things make sense and connect. And murderers like patterns. So I've been trying to figure out the pattern. I have the pattern, but this shit's confusing. So I have to reference things. I have to reference things. So I'm on to my next murder. So I need to get to that. That's the exciting part.
There is nobody being murdered in my book.
You don't know that yet. It could happen.
It won't. People died off the page before the characters passed. They were not murdered per se, though. So
you murdered them for the story.
If you want to put it that way, I guess so.
For the character trauma.
Yeah, they got the trauma. Which
you gotta
honestly,
have the backstory.
I have not been sprinkling in well. That is something that will come back in draft 2. I tend to just forget about everything but the romance. I'm like, he has trauma from something happening. No, he doesn't. That'll come later. I don't care.
I know. I have several things that should be woven in better. And I've really been struggling because this is the first time that I've worked with like dual timelines. And I still haven't fully decided how I want those things to come in because my character does have a podcast that did go into the past and it blew up for that. Because ghosts are scary and people love ghost stories. So she did her experiences. So the original idea was to have what happened to her in those podcasts sprinkled in, but she also has some modern things going on. So many things to juggle and definitely needs some work in the next draft. Like I'm gonna have to like tear this thing apart and probably I can see myself getting note cards and trying to figure out like where should these things go, because I think I have a lot of good pieces, but even something that's getting revealed in this scene from Howard, I low-key like accidentally already talked about it and I realized I shouldn't have said that, so I need to just pretend I didn't say that and then because it was supposed to go here. I'll fix it later. I'm a mess.
That's what revisions are, first drafts are a mess, they messy, and that's okay.
Mine are
you're learning to be okay with that, and I'm very proud of you for it. So
thank you. The plantser, I feel like I'm a plantser now. I might be graduating. I'm no longer just a pantser.
Yeah.
Oh my cat. What's wrong, kitty? Katniss?
Katniss kitty
is crying. Can you hear her?
Yeah, poor Katniss kitty.
She just wants attention, but she doesn't want to come get it from me. Oh. So she'll just come stare at me. I'm like, meow. Yeah. So, Katniss, it's okay.
I heard Chandler crying earlier, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Katniss kitty. Maybe I'll pick her up, even though she doesn't like her.
Oh, poor Katniss kitty. She's in distress. Oh, baby.
She's so pretty. Okay.
Oh, the ASMR of the jingling of the cat.
You can just see she hates it, but she wants pets. Like, I don't understand her. I don't get it.
Yeah.
She's a pretty thing.
Okay, we ready for our next sprint?
I guess so. Should this be the same amount of time? Should we make it 20 minutes?
I feel like I could go up to a 20-minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
Feel like,
I'll finally get to my murder.
oh, I hope you do. That's the update I want. Do you know how you're doing the murder? Is that pre-planned?
Yeah, I have all the deaths and the dates cuz
Nice, nice.
and the reasons, but I keep moving around cuz they're all slightly different but also connected. Um I keep moving them around because I'm like, which one's crazier? One has to be at the end, and that one's
Mhm.
going to be the most personal and not good because, climactic scenes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have a plan.
Exciting.
A loose plan, but we know how I am.
Okay. Hold the timer there.
Yay.
And begin.
Yay.
Okay.
That scared me again.
I turned down my volume because before it was at full blast to make sure that I could hear you properly. So thankfully I turned it down so it was less jarring. And I also happened to open my browser as it was at 20 seconds. So it was
That helps.
it did help a lot. I did not want to repeat last time. That was terrifying. How did that sprint go for everybody? How did it go for you? Let me know.
For me, it was better. I feel less horrible about what I wrote. Getting to the death. So this one is more so they're going to witness it on TV and they're going to know that it's related to what they're investigating. So I did get to the part where it flashed on the screen when they're talking to Howard and they're like, oh, wait. And then Howard's like, yeah. So I literally just got to that at the end.
Damn.
Let me see how many words.
The next sprint will be exciting then.
Yes. Where did I start? I don't know. Now I'm at 904 words for today. I think I was at 419. So about 500-ish.
Okay. Nice. Very
What
proud.
about you? Thank you.
It started out a little rough. Because I don't know what celebrity couple they're dressing up as, I'm like, I don't know how to continue this conversation. And nothing was coming to me. So the first few minutes there were kind of rough. I decided to just go for the placeholder. And then I decided to make kind of the whole school day of this part of the book a placeholder. I was like, come back to this because now I don't even know if I want this spirit day to be the spirit day that it is. I'm like, maybe it should come later in the week because it feels like there's no way they're going to be able to pull this off in one night. Like they don't, like, where are they getting these costumes from? I don't know what's happening. So I'm like,
Depends on the people. Like if they wear really crazy things.
Yeah, they don't. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to it. So I just kind of did the whole school day in placeholders. And I moved on to after school when she's going over to his house to help him with his art portfolio. He needs to get better doing portraits, so he's gonna do her portrait.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so this is the first time she's been at his house since they stopped being friends. So a lot of emotions are coming up for her. I am not going through those emotions properly. So there's one thing I did where I was like, okay, I feel like it should look different than how it did when she was last there. Like at first glance, it looks kind of the same, but then she, looks closer and she notices these subtle differences. But then I'm like, I don't actually know what this dude's house looks like. So I was writing some things down and then I ended up putting in brackets. I was like, love the sentiment here, love where I'm going with this. I don't like the execution. I need to actually think about what his house looks like and do things like that, which can come later. So it was a bit rough, but I wrote 676 words.
Dang. You're it was hard, but 600 words.
To be fair, some of those placeholder comments to myself were a paragraph long, just so I wouldn't forget what I wanted to do in the scene. So some of those words were just me yapping at myself, my future self. So it's not actual story words that I wrote down.
But it's still helpful for the future as you fill in those gaps.
Yeah.
So yeah. It is definitely a struggle. I feel like I should utilize placeholders more than I do because
they're good.
I just keep on going and sometimes I figure out some things that I feel like I wouldn't have known. So I think that's good.
Yeah.
Just gotta be okay if I have to delete things later, which is so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot a period. There we go.
I have there's a whole other day that I don't have figured out, so I'm gonna have to placeholder that as well. So this is gonna end up being quite a short draft, like I was saying, good. Yeah, but then we've got some more fleshed out scenes a little bit later, so think I have an kids scene coming up soon, which feels a little fast. So definitely gonna need to do some revisions to the beginning part of this book. But
That's okay.
or you know, as long as it's there, then I can move it around later, add some more things in. So like, I'm not worried.
I know that's like what I'm excited about because, like I've been saying, it's so messy.
Yeah.
And I think I got things, but they might be in the wrong place. So, and I love to just keep on writing and pretend I already made the change. So that's why it gets super confusing and no one can really read my drafts because it would literally be like whiplash. Like, what's you doing, Peyton? What's going on? But the vibes are there.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for yours too. Oh, my other cat has entered.
Which one?
Woody and my boyfriend Keenan. What's going on?
Kaden.
Oh, he's coming in to feed the cats. The food's in here.
Oh, he ain't coming to see us. Rude.
He not. The cats, I mean, Woody's the fat cat. So he's this is about the time that they would be eating dinner. So causing a ruckus. Oh, well, bye, kitties. Do you want to say hi? He's got his nerd glasses on and they're cute.
Oh. Why is it kind of giving Chandler Bing? I know you haven't watched Friends, right? But
yeah.
It's giving like later of the show.
There's Woody.
Chandler Bing with the glasses.
Does he get glasses?
He does in the last few seasons.
She says you look like Chandler from Friends when he gets glasses at the end of the show.
I see it.
He said he don't like that. So
you don't like Chandler?
Do you not like Chandler? Huh? You're kidding. Oh my god, I just had a crazy update. We tried to do a Facebook Marketplace deal with this lady today for this table. And she said that we could meet up with her 12 to 1. Mind you, we have to drive 30 minutes to go meet this lady. So we drive 30 minutes and then we go eat lunch because she's not answering. She never answers. Okay. So we drove 30 minutes to go eat somewhere that is literally nearby our apartment. So it was annoying. He just told me that she just replied and she has sold the table to someone else. Like, that is insane. Literally this morning, she was like, yeah, you can come by 12 to 1. And so I don't know if somebody offered more money or something, but that is very rude.
Give her a 1 star. What the hell?
Literally, because she wasted our time, our gas.
Jeez.
That's a crazy
Facebook people be crazy.
I know, and I keep on doing it. I love the thrill of like, what am I gonna find on here? And then is it gonna work out? Clearly the table today did not work out. So
yeah. I go on Facebook Marketplace like it's social media. I'm like, okay, next up on the round.
Me too.
Facebook.
It's so bad because like I just randomly got my Polaroid camera. Why did I need that? Like right this moment. You know, I didn't need it right this moment. But I got it for like $40 and it's usually like double that price. So I was like, and it's pink. And I got this pink vibe going on, pink mic. Like, I'm pink. I need my pink camera.
You do, obviously. Mine is blue, but I think my square one is a bit pink. It's like a rose gold.
If I had gotten to like buy it brand new, I would have got the lavender. But that would have been like double the price, so I'm perfectly chill with my pink one.
Yeah.
Sorry for those random facts. I just can't believe that lady did us that dirty. Insane.
Sprite.
They
came
it's
out
the
with
tea
Sprite
one. Tea.
Is it good? We saw it
Honestly,
yesterday.
I do like it, but if you go into this thinking that it's actually going to be tea, it's not. It tastes like soda. but I like it. I'm not mad at it at all. But I definitely wanted more tea flavor. But I like it, so I'm gonna drink it. I bought a whole set of cans. Did she even apologize for this
I
Facebook?
got no message. What I got was
It just says it's sold.
Mallory sold the table.
Oh, what a bitch. That's insane.
Give her 1
I
star.
sent it to you.
Yeah, she says give her 1 star. Because that's insane. Wasted our time, money. Give us some compensation for the gas. Oh, yeah, it literally just says sold the table. So she didn't even message herself.
That's crazy.
It just updated him that it's gone.
I was going to leave a 1 star.
You should give the 1 star. How you went on a journey.
The thing is that it's not anonymous, though.
Who cares? You'll have
Sure,
personal
no.
beef now.
You gotta call her out.
Literally. Exactly. I'm gonna bet someone offered her more money. That's why. Bitches. I know. At least apologize. I'm sorry. This wasted our whole morning. Because then this is what happened this morning. We're like, let's go get bagels at our favorite bagel shop. Closed, but they're wiping the tables down. They closed 2 hours early today. Upsetting. So then we're like, okay, let's drive 30 minutes to go get this table. Lady's never answering, so we just eat lunch. And then we're like, okay, well, let's make it worth the trip that we took out here and go get a dessert from this place that he likes. Closed.
God.
So then we were like, okay, let's go to GameStop. And he bought a game. I bought 2 Funko Pops from the Thunderbolts movies that I've been looking for. That's the only thing that made it worthwhile. But we have a GameStop near here. And a pin station. So we could have really saved some time.
Damn.
That's my rant.
You just reminded me that I wanted to look up when the new Gilmore Girls Funkos were coming out because I want the Luke Danes ones. I
I
keep
still
looking for them.
haven't seen Gilmore Girls. I'm like the only girl that hasn't seen it.
They were already released on May 7th. I haven't seen them nowhere. Ooh, I gotta be on
That's
the
not
front
good.
now. Oh no. I want them.
You must
think-
get them.
They're not even like on Amazon because I think I checked. So I was gonna order some record sleeves because I got some 7-inch records that need sleeves.
That's exciting.
This is such a side tangent.
I know. Well, when he told me that, I just am baffled. Facebook scammers.
See, I look up Gilmore Girls and it's just bringing up the Golden Girls and like some Friends ones. So like, where the hell am I supposed to buy these?
I don't know. I've been desperately trying to find this one Funko Pop from Thunderbolts. Anybody that's seen it? Sentry. The only time I found him was at Walmart, but he had something on his face. And I'm like, I don't want to buy a Funko Pop that has like a paint splatter in the middle of his face. So I don't know where to find it. And I'm upset.
Like, to be fair, I've only checked like 2 stores. I think I checked Hot Topic and then this other one. I haven't checked GameStop yet, but I also have not been to a GameStop. To be fair, there's a GameStop. There's a GameStop at my work. Not like we're like in the same mall, and I just haven't gone.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've been looking because I keep looking for Sentry, and I have not seen Gilmore Girls. So
that's so. Is this going to be like the To All the Boys Funkos, where I never saw them in person ever, and now they're impossible to get?
I have them.
I hate you.
I found them. It was at Barnes and Noble, but honestly, I feel like I saw it at that Barnes and Noble, and then never again. So I'm super glad I got them because
I'm pretty sure they
can just do that sometimes.
They came out like right before COVID, I think, and so I couldn't get to the States to check Barnes and Noble. And now like they're literally impossible to find.
Yeah,
like, we finally get like some bookish.
I know, it's so like rare. I'm surprised they haven't done Summer I Turned Pretty because I feel like that's been a successful show.
Right? To be fair, the To All the Boys ones didn't come out till all the movies were out, so.
Well, maybe we'll get some because I would enjoy that. Now that I've read them like several times.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Funko Pops anymore. I still like them, but I'm not like trying to actively collect a whole bunch. So like the Luke Danes ones I want because I already have like Rory, Lorelai, and Suki. So I'm like, I like Luke. I'd like to have him. But like I'm trying like no more Stranger Things. I've got too many. Don't need
I
any
have a
more.
million Stranger Things.
Yeah, like
It's bad.
it's a sickness. Like I'm really trying. Like only if I desperately, desperately want it, am I allowed to get one? Because their prices have also gone up. So yeah,
Yeah, and then I try not to get it unless I'm like really obsessed with it, but I have a lot of obsessions, so
yeah. I'm
it's
also
hard.
trying to get more Hunger Games ones. I keep looking for those on Facebook, and there was this lady selling the original Katniss, like bow and arrow Katniss, for $50, and I'm like, yes,
That's pretty good.
that's a lot of money for a Funko Pop, but probably not a
Oh,
lot
it
for her.
is.
So I'm like,
Hers goes for a lot.
right, like
So,
I'd be willing, and I like kept waiting and waiting, and then I was like, no, let me just ask her, like if I can come pick it up or like where the pickup is. But she had somebody else. She's like, I can let you know if it's still available by next weekend, and then somebody took it,
oh,
and there is one for $60 right now, but it's being sold by a man. And I don't
oh.
really want to go
You
see him.
don't want to meet up
Yeah.
with him? Yeah,
I don't want to meet up with a stranger man. So
I know.
I
It can
also
be scary.
desperately want Effie, and I can see Effie on your shelf, and I hate you for it because I've only seen Effie once. It was at Barnes and Noble, but like the circle part that like connects her head to the neck was peeling off. Like it
Oh,
was on clearance, it was like on bargain, like it was so cheap, but like it was I'm like, there's no way I'm buying that because like it wasn't even a situation where you could like glue it back. Like it was like it looked awful. So
interesting. Well, dang. I've seen her a couple times. I wish I could like mail it to you. I haven't seen it in a while though.
if you ever see it at your little used bookstore where you seem to
I
find
know.
everything, I will
I
pay.
do.
I will pay you.
I've seen PETA a couple times. I've seen the fire dress one a couple
No,
times. So
I
I
could
can like
live
share.
without the fire one, but I have the pita. So like you need the original Katniss to match the pita.
Oh, I know. Like I bought that one years ago as a gift to myself because I was like super upset about something. I was like finally paying. Got it off of eBay.
Yeah, I'm like those are the ones I want to like try to get a couple more like the Effie and the Katniss from the Hunger Games. I want Luke Danes and 12 Boys. I think those are like my main ISOs for Funko Pops if I can ever
I
find
never
them.
see To All the Boys.
Never seen them in person in my life.
I can go get them if you
That's
want
not
to.
in person, Peyton.
Okay, sorry.
And I'm sure you've
I'm
shown
trying
them
to
to
make
me.
it better.
I'm so mad at you. How dare you have my Lara Jean and Peter?
I'm sorry,
Ooh,
but I do love them.
like
So,
those are. I remember there was a time where I saw them on American, um, Amazon, but see, like it's on Amazon, but it's currently unavailable. You
that's stupid. Like, why do they keep it on there if it's not there?
right?
Just remove it.
Oh, it showed Hot Topic, but it's also out of stock. Some random website, but it's free delivery over $164.99. Yeah, they came out in
Holy
January.
shit.
They came out in January of 2020. And so like I didn't see them, and then COVID hit, so we weren't going anywhere. So.
Yeah.
And there's like this toy store that my sibling likes to go to, and they have like a lot of Funko Pops, and sometimes I see some there that you don't see other places. Maybe I should swing by there. Maybe we were talking about this earlier with each other, but maybe that will be my reward for finishing my book. But
Yes.
if I see it before I finish my book, I just won't let myself open it until I finish.
Yeah, because if you see something like one that you've been searching for a while, you can't let that like be passed up because you might never see it again.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, I feel like we need to do another sprint. One, because we've been
Mhm.
talking for a long time, and two, because I need to pee. So.
Okay.
not the TMI, but are we good for 20 or do we want to do 25 this time? I feel like this is going to be our last sprint, so I feel like we should make it count.
Okay, then maybe up it to 25. We upped it a little bit each time.
That is how I like to do it. Okay.
Me too.
Okay, and here we go.
Yay. It scared me again.
Me too. I was actually just on Twitter.
Oh, what happened?
I saw there was 2 minutes left, and I didn't feel like writing anymore, so I thought I'd catch up on what's going on with the AMAs.
Oh, anything interesting with the AMAs?
No. I
Well,
didn't get
that's
too
not
far
good.
into looking.
I actually finished the scene I was writing at the 2-minute mark too. So I was like trying to center myself on what was happening next. And then I did not start writing anything else after that. So but I got 629 words.
Nice. Beautiful.
Thank you. What about you?
I got 640.
Yay. We were pretty close, like with each one.
Mm-hmm.
Steady
Love that
pace.
for us. How many words have you written overall? Because I do think we are ending this live show very soon here.
Yeah, I don't know if I said it on the stream. I think I did. Or did I tell you earlier? My goal was 1,500 for the stream today. I got 1,534. So, yay!
Nice.
I hit my goal for today. So, what about you?
I got 1,725.
Wow! Yay!
And
I think that's a success.
in the bullet journal, I can now cross off 2 more. I can cross off 16,500 and 18,000.
Look at that.
Color them in.
So what's your word count overall now? Mine's 28,818.
Mine is 18,138.
So we're both super close to a milestone. You're about to hit 20K and I'm about to hit 30K.
Wow.
So that's exciting.
That is exciting.
This was fun.
This was so fun. I've missed doing some live write-ins. I do feel
Me
like
too.
I was at a weird point in the book where there were some things that I hadn't figured out. So I was like,
I know. I feel like I would have preferred if I had looked at this because I dinner right before this and I didn't really reread what I had because I was in the middle of a scene. That would have been useful. So I wish I had done that.
Yeah.
So next time, maybe we can like have a better idea. And then we still wrote a good amount for people that were kind of confused at the beginning. So
yeah, like I think I told you that I needed to write like 1,400 words a day to be like just on track if I write every day for the rest of the month to hit 25,000. So I've done that. I don't know if I'm going to try to write more. Probably not, simply because I need to finish editing a video. I'm trying to finish Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry because I'm very behind. And I've got a bunch of shit that I got to get done. So
yeah, me too. It's 9 o'clock for me.
6.
And tomorrow, I work tomorrow.
Me
so
too.
I might watch a movie. I'm trying to get Hayden to watch Gladiator 2 with me because, he loves Pedro Pascal and he's in that movie. So yesterday I got him to watch Gladiator and now I'm going to try to get Gladiator 2 in tonight, but we'll see if I'm successful.
Damn. That's exciting.
I know. Thank you. I know you got some plans.
Yeah, I watched a movie the other night, and it was like a romance, and I was expecting it to be like an actual movie, right? Like a proper like in the theaters kind of romance. It was not. It was more of like a Hallmarky quality. And so I did not manage the expectations going into it. I went into it expecting a movie, not a Hallmarky movie. So I ended up really not enjoying it. I had the wrong expectations.
Sad.
I know. Because it was like an accidental engagement. That's what the movie was called. So like it was fake dating between a regular person and a celebrity, and I thought it was perfect. And unfortunately, it just went in with the wrong expectations. Yeah, so I was like on my phone the whole time.
Oh dang! Well, that's how you know it's bad.
I mean, I don't think it was that bad. I think if I went in knowing what kind of movie it was going to be, it would have been fine. But I wanted like a quality romance, and that's just not what I was getting. Also, I like looking at the dude. I swore that it was the guy from Teen Wolf, but it was not, and I felt bamboozled.
Well, that's
Okay.
upsetting. Which guy? Tyler
The-
Posey?
Yeah, maybe. Kind of looked a little like him. I've never even actually seen Teen Wolf.
I haven't either.
I want
always
to watch
wanted to,
it
though.
simply
Me
because
too.
of Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah.
I want to know what Giles is all about.
I know, like, I've just heard about him, like, for so
Mhm.
many years, and I don't have any connections, so it's sad.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think I'm running out of steam here. So I'm very hungry. I would like dinner. So,
That sounds good.
yeah. So thank you, everybody, for joining
Yeah.
us. We hope to do some more live shows in the future, doing some writing sprints. We always have so much fun when we do them. And we've got some exciting things coming up between the two of us. So
Yes.
stay tuned for some announcements.
Mm-hmm.
Some very
I'm
exciting
excited.
things are in the pipeline for
Yes.
me and Peyton. So good things, very exciting. But thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.